Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Keshu. I'm a board certified internal medicine doctor and a GI fellow. So today is Thursday. I figured I'd talk to you guys a little bit about work-life balance because it's something that I'm also trying to figure out sometimes, and the past 2 weeks for me have been a little bit more heavy on work. I'm in my inpatient rotation right now, so I'm at the hospital. I'm here for longer hours. Sometimes I get here anywhere between 7 and 9 in the morning, and then I leave around 5, 6, depending on the day. And usually when I'm on a rotation like this, it's harder to balance doing my life things along with my work things. Like, I really have to plan out when I'm gonna go to the gym, what days I'm trying to cook more, and then the days that I have to go home and do things for work still, like do a case report, write up an abstract, read up, study, things like that. So finding the balance can be really hard sometimes. And it's safe to say that today I feel really exhausted. There's days that I wake up and I feel really good. I feel like I got enough sleep and I feel rested. And then there's other days where I'm just like, oh my God, can this week be over? And today is definitely one of those days where I'm just like, I'm so ready for the weekend. And I actually worked through this past weekend, so today is my 11th out of 12th day of work straight, so I'm hanging on by a thread right now. I'm just really tired, but I'm excited for this weekend because it's one of those weekends where I just get to rest and recharge and do some fun things. Like, well, fun for me might not be fun for everybody, but I have a Pilates class planned. I'm gonna go get my nails done, just like self-care things. But I feel like recently I've been doing a really good job of trying to prioritize my health and my wellness and my mental well-being, because when I was in residency, you don't really get the chance to do that, and it's all just work, and you're overworked, you're tired, you're underpaid. And now, since my work hours are a little bit more flexible and I'm not working as much as I used to in residency, I feel like I can put that extra time in towards my health, towards my fitness, and all the things that I never got to do before. So now what I've been trying to do is at least get 3 workouts in a week, one of which was always Pilates. I love going to my Pilates classes. If you guys don't already know, I go to this one called Jet Set Pilates. It's here in Florida, and it is such a good class. It's one of like the reformer Pilates, so it's pretty intense. I mean, I am so sore the next day after I do these Pilates classes. I cannot move. So that I always do once a week, and I've been doing that consistently once a week for a year now, and I feel great, and I feel like my body really has been able to get stronger, and I feel like I'm not dying when I do these movements anymore. I remember when I first started doing reformer Pilates, I was like out of breath, dead by the end of the class. And now when I do Pilates, I feel just so good. I feel like my body is strong. I feel like I can hold a plank for longer. And I just like the way that Pilates makes me feel. And along with Pilates, I'll do 1 day of lifting. So I'll go to the gym and I'll either do like an upper body day or a lower body day. I've been really loving training my upper body right now. I naturally have a pretty strong lower body, so my legs aren't the part that I'm trying to like get into shape. It's more so my upper body. And also, if you know, being a Bharatanatyam dancer growing up, your legs are super strong. So I feel like my legs have good strength. They have good muscle. I'm not trying to tone that. I'm just working on my upper body right now. So I do 1 day of upper body per week at the gym. And then I also do a day of cardio. So I'll do a 60-minute cardio stretch, and it'll be a mix of 3 things. So I'll do the Stairmaster for 20 minutes, then I'll get on the elliptical for 20 minutes, and then I'll do like a brisk walk on the treadmill for 20 minutes. And then I get like this full 60-minute cardio workout. And on top of that, what I've been trying to do is been getting my steps in every single day. So I'm trying to hit 10K steps. The good thing about being in the hospital now is that I get half of my steps at the hospital. So every day when I end work, I'm already at like 5K, sometimes 6K steps, depending on how busy the day was. And so when I'm trying to finish my steps and hit a goal of 10K, I only have like 5,000 or 4,000 steps to go. So it's an easy walk around the park, or I can get on the treadmill when I get home and just finish those steps out. My other hack to getting steps in is to go shopping. And I know that sounds crazy, but I'm one of those people that loves to shop in person. I know a lot of people don't like to do that, and they would rather shop online than go to a mall and try on things, but I love that. I don't know why. I've just loved always shopping in person. While it may not be great for my credit card, it is great for my steps and my workout goals. But honestly, I can go to the mall and walk around there for hours, so it's a great way for me to get my steps in, and I like doing that, so whatever works for you. So those are my 3 out of 7 day like dedicated workouts, and the days that I actually have more time after work, I will go and do another workout, maybe a cardio session, maybe take a long walk. I live near the beach, so it's a decent walk and workout to get to the beach and come back, so I'll do that some days, and it's so much fun. I've also really been trying to dive into content creation now that I have a little bit more time, and I feel like that has been taking up a lot of my time also. So I've always been like a very creative person ever since I was a little kid. At one point I remember telling my parents that I wanted to become an artist when I grew up, and so I have always just had like a creative brain. I like to express myself in creative ways. I feel like clothing is one of those ways. That's why I love shopping. I love putting together outfits because it's how I express my creativity. And I also feel like making content is one of those ways that I can express my creativity because I have a lot of ideas in this brain sometimes. I would also like to get to that point in my future where content is my side hustle while I'm also still doing my main job, because imagine turning one of your passions into a stream of income. That would be great. But I've really been having fun making content lately. I feel like I've been putting a lot more of my medical experience out there and what it was like for me going through med school, going through residency, now that I'm in this point where I've kind of done everything and I'm at that end goal of fellowship, and I'm almost done with that too. Well, I guess not almost. I still have 2 more years of fellowship, but it feels like it's flying by so fast. The only difficult part about this is that content creation is very time consuming, where you have to kind of plan out your content, you have to film it, you have to edit it, you have to post it, and those things do take time. So kind of whatever free time I have during the day, if I'm just sitting around or after work when I come back for a couple minutes, I'll just sit down and plan out all my content, post some TikToks. But honestly, content creation has just been so fun for me because it's my little creative outlet, and I'm a huge aesthetics girl, so I love making aesthetic content. So you'll always see me making a little aesthetic matcha video or a morning routine. Another thing that I've also been trying to prioritize lately is building my relationships and staying connected with my friends and family. And I feel like that's something that I haven't been very good at, especially since I left to med school because I was just so far. But throughout the years, I feel like I've learned how to keep in touch with people and how to build and create those relationships. And with that kind of also comes traveling, because to see most of my friends and family, I do have to travel. I've been taking a lot more time now to plan my vacations, to either go see my family, go see my friends, plan a trip, see my fiance. And that has actually been a lot of fun because I do enjoy traveling a lot. I feel like when you are in residency, you almost feel stuck in the hospital. You feel stuck in one place. You have the same mundane routine every single day. And the time that you actually get to break that routine and go out and do things feels so good. Like, it feels liberating. You feel free. And so whenever I used to travel in residency, I would just feel so amazing. And I knew that that's something that I wanted for my future. I wanted to be able to travel. I wanted to see my friends. I wanted to see my family. So when I came to fellowship, obviously I have more time now. I still only have the same amount of vacation that I did in residency, but I feel like it's easier to take vacations now for some reason, if that makes sense. And I'm also blessed with friends that enjoy traveling and love to travel as much as I do. So they'll come and visit me or I'll come and visit them. And that way we're able to keep up and seeing each other. And it just feels so good when you get to see your best friend after a long time. And of course, the last thing that's on my plate is engagement and wedding planning. So we're doing our engagement party in California in the summer. And that has been taking up a lot of time because let me tell you, it is so hard to plan meetings with all these vendors while you're working a full-time job. Like, sometimes I'm in the hospital, I have a little bit of a break, I'm trying to call these vendors, email them, talk to them, set up Zoom meetings, and it's just really hard when you don't have the free time during your day. Like, I feel like I need to take a week off just to be able to set up all these meetings with these people, get all my vendors set, and then just be done with it, because otherwise it's just never gonna get done. I'm also a very type A person and I'm very detail oriented, so I need to know all of my options that are out there in terms of vendors before I sit down to pick one. So I do my research for everybody. I make Google Docs, I make spreadsheets, I set up meetings with everyone, I get to know them a little bit and see what they're about, and then I make my decision on who we go with. And I feel like that on top of everything is also very mentally draining. So between workouts and eating healthy, maintaining my relationships and traveling, and engagement and wedding planning, sometimes it feels hard to stay afloat. But right now all I can do is my best, and I feel like we'll just keep moving forward and we'll get all of this stuff done. And I'm also just really excited for what life has to come. These next couple of months are going to be really fun. We have so many fun activities going on, events that are coming up. I have some travel in June and July. My engagement party is in July, so I'm really excited for that. And then the rest of the year is just going to fly by. Before you know it, it's gonna be 2026. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you enjoyed these little car talks, because I have been trying this out for the first time and I kind of really like it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, bye.